It is now over the internet that the US President, Donald Trump, just claimed that there is genocide happening in Nigeria. Yes, he declared that thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are carrying out genocide in Nigeria. His words made global headlines. Some believed him instantly. Others said, wait a minute, is that really true? Others try fact-check the claim of Donald Trump. Why? Because if a US president uses the word genocide, the whole world listens. That word can change diplomacy. It can trigger sanction, and even it can justify war. So today, let's unpack this. Is there really a genocide in Nigeria? What is the truth behind Donald Trump's claim? And what could actually happen if America invaded Nigeria today because of this claim? Well, let's find it out. Donald Trump is known for strong statements, and this time he went all in. In a public speech, he said Christianity is under attack in Nigeria and called for America to act. He even talked about designating Nigeria as a country of a particular concern, a US legal term for nations accused of violating religious freedom. In his words, we cannot watch Christians being wiped out while the world remains silent. His claim shocked millions, especially Nigerians. It sparked debate online. Is it really true? Are Christians really being targeted? And then came the big question. If the US believes a genocide is happening, would it justify a military intervention? But before we jump that far, let's go to the ground. What is actually happening in Nigeria? A big question. Nigeria is Africa's most populated country with over 220 million people, split almost evenly between Christians and Muslims. It's a vibrant, a diverse, and complicated country. And yes, Nigeria faces serious violence, a very serious one. From Boko Haram attack in the northeast, banditry in the northwest, herders and farmers conflict in the middle belt. Thousands of people have lost their lives. But here is the key. Both Christians and Muslims, they were all victims. Boko Haram, for example, has killed imams, burned mosques, and kidnapped Muslim families. Not just Christians, they kidnap Muslim families. Meanwhile, in rural farming areas, Christian villages have also been attacked by armed groups. The violence in Nigeria is real, but calling it genocide oversimplifies a much more complex story. Experts and analysts, even in the US, say Nigeria's crisis is not pure religious. It is also about poverty, it's about land, it's about climate change, it's about corruption, and it is about weak governance. Yes, without any doubt, people are dying in Nigeria. But no, there is no clear evidence that Nigeria's government or one ethnic group is systematically trying to wipe out another. That is the legal definitions of genocide, and it has not been proven. Yes, there is no any evidence that can prove that genocide is happening in Nigeria. When Trump made his statement, Nigeria's government fired back very fast. Officials said there is no genocide in Nigeria. They accused Trump of using outdated, one-sided reports, and some even claimed his words would divide Nigerians further. The government spokesperson said The violence affects everyone: Christian, Muslims, men, women, children. Nigeria is not a religious, intolerant country. Several local leaders also spoke up, both Christians and Muslims, urging people not to turn this crisis into a religious war. But the damage was already done. International media picked up the genocide headline and social media turned it into a real storm. This shows how powerful word can be. One statement from one global leader can shift how the world sees an entire country. Now, let us imagine for a moment, what if America actually invaded Nigeria? Well, the United States has one of the most powerful militaries in the world. Yes. But Nigeria, on the other hand, is the largest economy and military in Africa. An invasion would not just be an attack on Nigeria, it will shake the entire African continent. Here are what could happen if actually US invaded Nigeria. There will be a massive civilian suffering. Any foreign military actions would lead to civilian death, displacement, and destruction of infrastructure. Just like we have seen in Iraq, we've seen another case in Libya. There will be a regional chaos. Nigeria's neighbors, such as Chad, Niger, and Cameroon, even Benin here, would all be affected. Millions would travel across borders. Terrorist groups could exploit the chaos. There will also be an economic collapse. Nigerians, Africa's biggest oil producer, a world could crash oil prices, weaken the naira, and trigger inflation across Africa. So if the US ever acted on Trump's claim, it will cause more harm than helping us to fight terrorists, because violence can never fix violence. So what is the real story here? Yes, Nigeria has serious problem. We have the problem of insecurity, the problem of poverty, weak institutions, and the likes. Innocent people, both Christians and Muslims, are dying in terrible attack. But calling it a genocide without clear proof does not solve anything. It risks turning communities against each other and invite foreign power to save Africa, a pattern that history has shown never ends well. What Nigeria truly needs, not an invasion, it is truth, unity, and justice. The truth to understand what is really happening, the unity to fight hatred and division, and justice to hold killers accountable, no matter how, who, and what they are. As African country, we must tell our own stories honestly, fearlessly, and with balance. Because if we don't tell our stories, others will come and tell them for us, and they might not tell them right. This is the story of Nigeria, of truth versus narrative, the story of power versus perception, and it reminds us one word, genocide, can change the world. This is Result, where real Africa speaks. See you on the next one.